Welcome to GrimFace Motivation, where warriors are forged in the fires of adversity. If you've made it here today, let me start by saying this. Be thankful. You woke up. You drew another breath. You've been given one more day to fight, to rise, to push forward. The fact that you're here means you're still in the game, and that is something to be grateful for. To our returning viewers, our GrimFace family, thank you for your loyalty, your resilience, and your relentless pursuit of greatness. You are the backbone of this movement, and every step you take inspires others to rise alongside you. You've proven time and time again that you are not ordinary. You are warriors, black sheep, the ones who dare to carve their own path. We see you, we honor you, and we're here to remind you to keep fighting. And to those of you who are new here, welcome to the family. GrimFace Motivation is not for the faint of heart. It's for those who refuse to be victims. It's for those who turn pain into power and setbacks into strength. If that's you, if you're ready to join a community that thrives in the face of adversity, hit that subscribe button now. Become one of us. A warrior, a black sheep, a GrimFace. And don't stop here. Our partner channel, GrimFace Finance, is your next weapon in the battle for freedom. Not just freedom of the soul, but financial freedom. If you're ready to break the chains society has placed on you, to take control of your destiny, not just emotionally, but economically, join us there as well. Together, we'll conquer both the mental and financial battlefields. This channel isn't just a source of motivation, it's a movement. A call to arms for those who refuse to bow to the system, to fear, to weakness. So let's get into it. Strap in, steel your mind, and prepare to rise stronger than you've ever been. You're alive. You've got another chance. Let's make it count. This is GrimFace Motivation. Welcome to the fight. Lesson 1. Perception. See clearly and objectively. Perception. It is the lens through which we see the world, the filter that shapes our reality. But what if that lens is cracked, distorted by fear, anger, or desperation? What if the reality you see is nothing more than an illusion, a twisted reflection of your emotions? The truth is this: perception is power. The way you interpret your challenges defines your response to them, and your response shapes your destiny. If you see your obstacles as immovable walls, then you have already accepted defeat. But if you dare to see them as opportunities, as the universe sharpening your blade, then those obstacles transform into stepping stones, each one taking you closer to the life you crave. But here's the catch. This transformation requires brutal honesty. You must train yourself to see events as they truly are, not as your fears paint them, not as your desires twist them, but as they are. Objectivity is your weapon, your shield against the chaos of emotion. Because emotions, they are liars. They whisper to you in moments of despair, clouding your judgment and leading you to make decisions you'll regret. Emotions beg you to act on impulse, to react in anger, to flee in fear. But you are not your emotions. You are not a puppet to their strings. You are the master of your mind, and mastery begins with clarity. Focus only on what you can control. This is the secret most never learn. The storm will rage, the winds will howl, but you cannot command the storm. What you can command is yourself, your thoughts, your actions, your discipline. Control these, and you control the outcome. Let go of what you cannot change. This is not weakness. This is strength. Accept reality, not as you wish it to be, but as it is. Wishes are for the weak. The strong face the truth, no matter how dark, no matter how brutal. They do not waste time cursing the darkness. They adapt, they endure, and they conquer. Ask yourself, What would happen if you stripped away your emotional distortions? What would happen if you saw every challenge, every failure, every setback with cold, calculated clarity? You would see the cracks in the wall that others miss. You would see the path to victory where others see dead ends. You would become unstoppable. But to do this, you must be willing to shed the comforting lies. You must be willing to step into the void of uncertainty with only your focus and discipline to guide you. This is not the path of the many. It is the path of the few. The path of those who refuse to let fear, anger, or despair define them. So, train your mind, sharpen your perception, strip away the illusions, and when you stand in the face of the storm, when the world throws chaos at your feet, you will not flinch, you will not falter, you will see clearly, you will act decisively, and you will rise. Because in the end, perception is not just how you see the world, it is how you conquer it. Lesson 2. Action. Turn adversity into advantage. Adversity. A word that strikes fear into the hearts of the weak and hesitation into the minds of the uncertain. But let me tell you a secret. Adversity is nothing more than a challenge wrapped in shadows. And if you're bold enough to step into that darkness, to confront it, you will find something extraordinary waiting for you. Opportunity. Every obstacle you face is a test, a question posed by the universe. What will you do? Will you cower in fear, or will you act? Because action, my friend, is the difference between the defeated and the victorious. When others stand frozen, paralyzed by fear, doubt, or despair, you must move. You must strike while the chaos swirls around you, while the rest are too afraid to lift their heads. But let's be clear. Action does not mean flailing wildly against the tides. It means calculated, deliberate movement. When you face a mountain, you don't try to move it all at once. You take it apart piece by piece. You break the boulder into gravel. You turn the impossible into the inevitable. Small, consistent actions, relentless in their execution, create a force unstoppable. This is the power of momentum. Think of it this way. Adversity wants you to feel overwhelmed. It thrives on your paralysis. It wants you to see the whole towering problem and believe that it's too much for you. But here's the truth. It's never too much if you're willing to break it down, to chip away at it with unyielding determination. Every small action you take is a strike against the wall, and eventually, walls crumble. But what happens when one approach fails? What do you do when your first plan falls apart? Here is where most people give up. Here is where most people accept defeat. But not you, not us. Because we understand that resilience is the weapon that shatters failure. If one door slams shut, kick down another. If one path is blocked, carve a new one. Adapt. Be flexible. This is survival. This is power. Creativity isn't just a gift. It's a weapon forged in the fires of adversity. Wield it without hesitation. You see, adversity wants you to believe it's unbeatable. It wants to make you think you have no choices. But you always have a choice. You can choose to act. You can choose to fight. And in that choice lies your freedom, your strength, your victory. The weak succumb to the pressure, but the strong use that pressure to forge themselves into something unbreakable. So the next time adversity stands in your path, don't flinch. Don't hesitate. Take action. Strike first. Strike hard. Break the problem into manageable pieces and attack it with ruthless precision. Adapt when necessary. Be creative, be resilient, and above all, refuse to quit. Because every obstacle is an opportunity. Every setback is a chance to grow stronger. Every failure is a lesson in disguise. The question is not whether you'll face adversity, it's whether you'll rise to meet it. And when you do, when you take action, When you turn your challenges into stepping stones, you'll realize that adversity was never your enemy. It was your greatest ally, pushing you to become the force of nature you were always meant to be. So act, conquer, and show the world what it means to turn adversity into advantage. Lesson 3. Will. Endure and thrive. Will. The fire that refuses to die, no matter how fierce the storm. The quiet, unyielding strength that keeps you standing when the world would see you fall. It is the anchor that holds firm amidst chaos, the sword that cuts through despair. But let me tell you a truth most refuse to hear. The world doesn't care about your comfort. It doesn't care about your dreams, your pain, or your struggles. Life will throw you into the abyss without hesitation, daring you to crawl your way back out. And in those moments, when you're battered, broken, and stripped of all illusion, it is your will that determines whether you endure or whether you are forgotten. Willpower is not loud. It doesn't shout or demand attention. It is silent, relentless, and composed. True willpower isn't about the absence of pain. It's about enduring pain with grace. It's about standing tall when everything inside you screams to collapse. It's about composure when chaos reigns. The world respects those who can endure, but it bows to those who endure and thrive. To thrive, you must cultivate a long-term perspective. Do you think the darkness you face now will last forever? It won't. Challenges are temporary, fleeting shadows that pass across your path. But the lessons they carve into your soul, those last a lifetime. Every setback is a seed. Every failure, a teacher. The question is not why this is happening to you, but what you will learn from it. The strong do not see obstacles as curses. They see them as opportunities to grow stronger. And here's the secret weapon of the unbreakable: amor fati, the love of fate. Do not simply accept what happens to you. Embrace it. Love every twist, every trial, every moment of suffering. Why? Because it is all part of your story. The pain, the loss, the triumph, it's all shaping you, sharpening you, preparing you for what lies ahead. Fate doesn't work against you. It works for you, molding you into the warrior you are destined to become. Think about it. Every challenge, every hardship, it has led you to this moment. You are here not despite your struggles, but because of them. The scars you carry are proof that you survived, that you endured, that you refused to break. Love those scars. Love the moments that nearly destroyed you, because they didn't. You're still here. You're still standing. And so, when the next storm comes, and it will come, face it with open arms. Face it with a quiet, unshakable will. Tell the storm, do your worst. I have already endured worse. And then thrive. Rise above it. Let the world see what it means to be unbreakable. Because this life, it isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about embracing them. It's about enduring with grace, learning with humility, and thriving with strength. So cultivate your will. Sharpen it. Make it your greatest weapon. And when you look back on the trials you've faced, when you see the mountains you've climbed, you'll realize that the world's attempts to crush you only made you stronger. Fate wasn't your enemy. It was your forge. And you? You are the blade that was forged in fire. You are will incarnate. So endure, thrive, and show the world that nothing can break you. Lesson 4. Turn trials into triumph. Trials. They are the moments that define us. They arrive uninvited, unwanted, and unapologetic, testing every fiber of our being. They whisper in your ear, you are not strong enough. You are not worthy. You will fail. And for most, That whisper becomes their truth. But not for you, not for us, because we know a deeper truth, a truth forged in the fires of adversity. Every trial hides a triumph, but only for those brave enough to uncover it. Look at the obstacles in your path. They feel immovable, don't they? Like towering walls designed to keep you trapped, broken, defeated. But what if I told you that those very walls aren't barriers at all? What if I told you they are stepping stones, waiting for you to climb them? The things that seem to block your path are the path. The trials you face are not distractions from life. They are life itself. And the way you rise to meet them will determine the person you become. Most people spend their lives running from struggle, avoiding discomfort, seeking safety. But safety is a cage. Comfort is a slow death. Growth, real, raw, powerful growth, lives in the struggle. It lives in the dark, in the pain, in the moments that test your will to survive. And if you're willing to face those moments head on, you will discover that every challenge carries a hidden opportunity, a chance to transform yourself into something greater. But transformation does not come easily. It demands a shift in mindset. You must stop seeing obstacles as enemies and start seeing them as allies. They are not here to destroy you. They are here to forge you. Every setback is fuel for your fire. Every failure is a lesson. Every struggle builds strength, courage, and wisdom. These are the tools you need to conquer the life you desire, but you will only find them in the depths of adversity. Think about it. How do you build strength? By lifting more weight than you think you can bear. How do you build courage? By facing fears that make you tremble. How do you gain wisdom? By enduring mistakes, pain, and hard-fought victories. The trials in your life are not random acts of cruelty. They are deliberate. They are here to sharpen you, to prepare you, to mold you into the person you are destined to be. But destiny doesn't wait for the weak. It doesn't hand itself over to the timid. It bows only to those who are willing to fight for it. So fight. Take the trials that life throws at you and use them as fuel. Burn brighter. Push harder. Transform every obstacle into a stepping stone, every failure into a lesson, and every setback into a comeback. Ask yourself, what will you become if you stop running from struggle and start embracing it? What kind of unstoppable force could you be if you leaned into the pain instead of avoiding it? The truth is, you'll never know unless you try, unless you stand in the fire and let it forge you. So, the next time life throws a trial in your path, don't curse it. Don't run from it. Look it in the eye and say, thank you. Thank it for the opportunity to grow stronger, to become wiser, to rise higher, and then conquer it. Because triumph doesn't come to those who avoid trials. It comes to those who face them, who endure them, who transform them into stepping stones to greatness. Turn your trials into triumphs, and show the world what it means to be unbreakable, unstoppable, and undeniable. This is your path. Walk it. Conquer it. Own it. Lesson 5. Control your response. The world is chaos. No matter how much you prepare, how much you plan, there will always be events beyond your control. The storm will come. The fire will burn. The unexpected will strike when you least expect it, tearing through your life like a thief in the night. But here's the truth that most people refuse to accept. You don't control the storm. You don't control the chaos. But you can always control your response. This is where your power lies. Not in controlling the uncontrollable, but in mastering yourself. In a world full of uncertainty, this is your unshakable foundation. How you respond is what defines you. When chaos reigns, most people crumble. They panic. They lash out. They let their emotions run wild, turning small fires into infernos. But not you, not us, because we understand something they don't. Emotional stability is a weapon. In the face of pressure, of uncertainty, of disaster, it is the calm mind that emerges victorious. The one who keeps their composure when the rest are falling apart is the one who seizes the advantage. Staying calm under pressure is not weakness. It is control. It is power. It is clarity. When others are blinded by fear, you see clearly. When others are paralyzed by doubt, you act decisively. Emotional stability doesn't just allow for better decision-making. It forces the world to work in your favor. Because while the masses are busy reacting, you are already calculating, adapting, and taking action. But mastering your reactions is no easy task. It requires discipline. It requires self-awareness. It requires you to step outside the chaos of the moment and ask yourself one simple, brutal question. What matters right now? Not your anger, not your fear, not your frustration. What matters is the next move, the next step, the next decision that will take you closer to victory. Understand this. Life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path, and watch how you respond. It will strike you down just to see if you have the strength to rise again. And when it does, you have two choices. You can lose yourself to anger, to despair, to the chaos of the moment. Or you can take control. You can stand tall in the storm and say, "You will not break me." Every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. But only those who can master their reactions will see it. Only those who can stay calm in the fire, who can think clearly when the world is crumbling, will find the hidden advantage and turn the tide in their favor. This is your challenge, to be the one who doesn't flinch, who doesn't falter, who doesn't lose their head when everyone else does. The next time life comes at you with its chaos, its storms, its trials, remember this. The external world may be out of your control, but your response is yours alone. It is your weapon, your shield, your path to power. Master it, and there is nothing that life can throw at you that you cannot overcome. Stay calm, stay composed, and let the world see what it means to be unshakable, unstoppable, untouchable. Control your response, and you control your destiny. This is your power. Wield it, own it, dominate with it. Lesson 6, discipline and routine. Discipline, a word that sends shivers down the spine of the weak, the complacent, the uncommitted. But for those who dare to rise above mediocrity, for those who crave greatness, discipline is not a burden. It is a weapon. It is the unrelenting force that keeps you moving forward when motivation fails, when the odds are stacked against you, and when the world wants to see you fall. You see, the secret to conquering life is not found in fleeting bursts of inspiration or moments of passion. No, the secret is in the grind, in the mundane, repetitive, often thankless routines you commit to every single day. Success is not glamorous. It is forged in the small, unremarkable moments when you choose discipline over distraction, focus over chaos, and action over excuses. Routine is your battlefield. Every habit you build, every ritual you follow, is a weapon in your arsenal. The world will throw challenges at you, hoping to catch you off guard. But if you have forged a routine, if you have trained yourself to face discomfort every day, then you are always ready. You become the calm in the storm, the unshakable force that cannot be rattled. Discipline is not just about getting things done. It's about who you become in the process. Every time you wake up early when you'd rather sleep in, every time you push through a workout when your body screams to quit, every time you stay focused when distractions beg for your attention, You are building something far greater than the task at hand. You are building mental toughness. You are building fortitude. You are building yourself. But here's the harsh truth. Discipline is painful. It demands sacrifice. It asks you to give up comfort, to reject instant gratification, to do what most people won't. That's why most people fail. They let their emotions rule them. They give in to laziness, to excuses, to the seductive lie that there's always tomorrow. But not you. You don't have time for tomorrow. You don't have time for weakness. Because every day you waste is a day you'll never get back. Start small. Discipline isn't built in grand gestures. It's built in the tiny, deliberate choices you make every day. Choose self-control when no one is watching. Choose effort when no one is applauding. Choose discomfort over ease, struggle over stagnation, grit over giving up. These small victories, these moments of self-mastery, compound over time. They turn you into a force to be reckoned with, someone who doesn't just survive the challenges of life, but dominates them. Ask yourself, who will you become if you master your habits, if you conquer your routines? Who will you be if every small act of discipline you practice today transforms into unshakable strength tomorrow? The answer is simple. You will become unstoppable. You will become the person who looks at challenges and laughs, who sees obstacles as stepping stones, who stands unflinching while the rest crumble under pressure. So, cultivate your discipline, forge your routine, train yourself to endure discomfort, to embrace the grind, to do the hard things when no one else will. Because discipline isn't just a tool, it's your edge. It's the fire that will burn through every obstacle, the anchor that will keep you steady in the storm, and the foundation upon which your greatness will be built. Rise every morning with purpose, face every day with discipline, and let the world see what it means to be unyielding, unbreakable, and unstoppable. This is your time. This is your grind. And through discipline, this is how you take what is yours. Lesson 7. Discipline and routine. Discipline. A word that sends shivers down the spine of the weak, the complacent, the uncommitted. But for those who dare to rise above mediocrity, for those who crave greatness, discipline is not a burden. It is a weapon. It is the unrelenting force that keeps you moving forward when motivation fails, when the odds are stacked against you, and when the world wants to see you fall. You see, the secret to conquering life is not found in fleeting bursts of inspiration or moments of passion. No, the secret is in the grind. In the mundane, repetitive, often thankless routines you commit to every single day. Success is not glamorous. It is forged in the small, unremarkable moments when you choose discipline over distraction, focus over chaos, and action over excuses. Routine is your battlefield. Every habit you build, every ritual you follow, is a weapon in your arsenal. The world will throw challenges at you, hoping to catch you off guard. But if you have forged a routine, if you have trained yourself to face discomfort every day, then you are always ready. You become the calm in the storm, the unshakable force that cannot be rattled. Discipline is not just about getting things done. It's about who you become in the process. Every time you wake up early when you'd rather sleep in, every time you push through a workout when your body screams to quit, every time you stay focused when distractions beg for your attention, you are building something far greater than the task at hand. You are building mental toughness. You are building fortitude. You are building yourself. But here's the harsh truth. Discipline is painful. It demands sacrifice. It asks you to give up comfort, to reject instant gratification, to do what most people won't. That's why most people fail. They let their emotions rule them. They give in to laziness, to excuses, to the seductive lie that there's always tomorrow. But not you. You don't have time for tomorrow. You don't have time for weakness. Because every day you waste is a day you'll never get back. Start small. Discipline isn't built in grand gestures. It's built in the tiny, deliberate choices you make every day. Choose self-control when no one is watching. Choose effort when no one is applauding. Choose discomfort over ease, struggle over stagnation, grit over giving up. These small victories, these moments of self-mastery, compound over time. They turn you into a force to be reckoned with, someone who doesn't just survive the challenges of life, but dominates them. Ask yourself, who will you become if you master your habits, if you conquer your routines? Who will you be if every small act of discipline you practice today transforms into unshakable strength tomorrow? The answer is simple. You will become unstoppable. You will become the person who looks at challenges and laughs, who sees obstacles as stepping stones, who stands unflinching while the rest crumble under pressure. So, cultivate your discipline. Forge your routine. Train yourself to endure discomfort, to embrace the grind, to do the hard things when no one else will. Because discipline isn't just a tool, it's your edge. It's the fire that will burn through every obstacle, the anchor that will keep you steady in the storm, and the foundation upon which your greatness will be built. Rise every morning with purpose. Face every day with discipline, and let the world see what it means to be unyielding, unbreakable, and unstoppable. This is your time. This is your grind. And through discipline, this is how you take what is yours. Lesson 8. Focus on process, not outcome. We live in a world obsessed with results. People want success, power, and wealth. Now. They salivate over the end goal, blinded by their hunger for the outcome. But what happens when the results don't come as quickly as they imagined? What happens when the reward they feel entitled to remains just out of reach? They crumble. They quit. They call the process unfair and walk away, leaving their dreams to rot. But you are not like them. You don't chase shiny outcomes. You don't beg the world for rewards. You understand the truth they refuse to see. The outcome is irrelevant. The process is everything. Results are not guaranteed. You cannot control them, no matter how hard you try. What you can control is the work, the grind, the effort you put into every moment, every task, every decision. That is your power. That is where greatness is forged. Not in the results, but in the process. The process is your battlefield. It's the quiet, unglamorous fight you face every day when no one is watching. It's the sweat, the discipline, the relentless pursuit of excellence in every small, seemingly insignificant moment. The outcome? That's just a byproduct of the process. It's the shadow cast by the work you do. And if you stay committed to the process, if you pour everything you have into it, the results will come. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but they will come, and they will be worth it. Detach yourself from the results. Let go of entitlement. The world owes you nothing. No amount of wishing, hoping, or expecting will bring success to your doorstep. Only the process, the relentless grind, has the power to do that. Embrace the process with everything you have. Make it your obsession. Fall in love with the grind, the struggle, the repetition. Because that is where transformation happens. That is where you become unstoppable. When you stop focusing on the outcome, something incredible happens. You free yourself. You stop being a slave to your expectations, and start mastering the present moment. You channel your energy into the only thing you can control, giving your best, right here, right now. And that, my friend, is where true power lies, in the ability to give everything you have, regardless of the results. Ask yourself, what would happen if you poured your soul into the process and let go of the need for immediate gratification? What would happen if you stopped chasing rewards and started chasing excellence in every step you take? You would become dangerous, unrelenting, a force no obstacle could withstand. Because when you focus on the process, you become immune to failure. The outcome no longer matters, only your effort does. The world doesn't respect those who wait for results. It bows to those who stay committed to the grind, who persevere in the face of uncertainty, who trust the process even when the rewards seem distant. So, let go of your need for validation. Let go of your expectations, and trust the process. Stay present, stay focused, and know that every ounce of effort you give is carving the path to your success. Because in the end, it's not the outcome that defines you. It's the work. It's the grit, the persistence, the refusal to quit when the results don't come. That's what makes you unbreakable. That's what makes you unstoppable. Focus on the process, commit to the grind, and let the world watch as you turn relentless effort into undeniable success. The outcome is just the shadow. You are the fire. Burn brighter, burn longer, and let nothing stand in your way. Lesson 9. Transform setbacks into strength. Setbacks. The cruel hand of fate that knocks you down, strips you of your illusions, and leaves you gasping for air. They will come for you, just as they've come for everyone who's dared to dream, dared to fight, dared to rise above mediocrity. The difference between the defeated and the triumphant is simple. The defeated see setbacks as the end, while the triumphant see them for what they truly are, opportunities to become stronger. You see, most people fear failure. They cower before it, avoid it, treat it as if it's a curse. But failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the foundation of it. You don't succeed in spite of your failures. You succeed because of them. Every setback you face is a lesson, a teacher, a forge where your character is tempered and your strength is built. The question is not whether you will fail. You will. You will fall. You will stumble. You will be betrayed, beaten down, and tested to the limits of your endurance. The real question is this: what will you do when it happens? Will you let the weight of failure crush you, or will you use it to rebuild yourself into something stronger? Will you give in to despair, or will you rise, sharper and harder than before? Every challenge you face is a test of your resolve. The universe doesn't care about your comfort. It cares about your growth. It will throw obstacles in your path, not to break you, but to see if you have what it takes to overcome them. Each setback is an invitation to rise higher. Each failure is a mirror, reflecting the person you are and the person you could become, if you're willing to embrace the struggle. But let's be clear, transforming setbacks into strength isn't easy. It's painful. It's brutal. It requires you to face the darkest parts of yourself, to confront your fears, your weaknesses, your doubts. It demands resilience. It demands grit. But in that struggle, you will find something extraordinary. Power. Not the fleeting, shallow power of external success, but the deep, unshakable power of knowing that you can endure anything and emerge stronger. How you handle setbacks defines who you are. When the world knocks you down, it's not your circumstances that matter. It's your response. Do you wallow in self-pity? Or do you rise with vengeance in your heart and fire in your veins? Do you let failure define you? Or do you use it as fuel to ignite your transformation? The choice is yours, and it is the only choice that matters. Understand this. The strongest warriors are not those who have never been defeated. They are those who have faced defeat time and time again and refused to surrender. They are the ones who have taken every setback, every failure, every betrayal, and turned it into armor, into weapons, into strength. That is the path you must walk. So the next time you face a setback, don't curse it. Don't run from it. Embrace it. Look it in the eye and say, "You will not break me. You will build me." Use the pain to sharpen your resolve. Use the struggle to build your character. Use the failure to prepare for success. Because setbacks are not the end of the road. They are the beginning of your transformation. They are the crucible where weakness is burned away and strength is born. They are the tests that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary, the weak from the unbreakable. So rise. Take every setback, every failure, every challenge, and transform it into strength. Let the world see what it means to face adversity and thrive. Let the world see what it means to turn pain into power. This is your story. Write it with every challenge you overcome. Write it with every victory you earn. And show the world that no setback can stop you. Not now, not ever. Lesson 10. Obstacles are universal. No one escapes the storm. No one walks through this life without scars. You may look around and see others who seem to have it easy, who seem to be untouched by struggle. But understand this. Appearances are lies. Beneath every calm surface is a battle being fought. Beneath every smile is a burden being carried. No one is exempt from obstacles. Struggle is the price of existence. It is the tax you pay for living, for growing, for daring to chase something greater. The sooner you accept this truth, the sooner you stop feeling like the universe is targeting you. The sooner you stop asking, "Why me?" Struggle isn't personal. It doesn't single you out. It's universal. It's part of the human experience. And once you embrace that, you'll realize that struggle isn't here to break you. It's here to make you. Think about it. Nothing worth having comes without a cost. Greatness isn't handed out like candy. It's earned, forged in the fires of adversity. And those fires, they're not a punishment. They're a gift. They burn away your weaknesses. They temper your resolve. They transform you into someone capable of standing tall when the weight of the world is pressing down on you. You don't grow in comfort. You don't build strength in safety. Growth comes from struggle. Character is forged in hardship. Resilience is born in pain. Without obstacles, there is no progress. Without struggle, there is no greatness. The very challenges you face are the stepping stones to the life you want, but only if you have the courage to embrace them. Stop looking at obstacles as curses. Stop seeing them as barriers meant to stop you. They are not walls. They are tests. They are here to ask you one simple question. How much do you want it? How much are you willing to endure to reach your goals? How hard will you fight to claim what is yours? Because the truth is, the path to greatness is littered with challenges, and only those who refuse to give up will make it to the other side. Every obstacle you face is shaping you. It's sharpening you. It's preparing you for the battles ahead. When the weak run from adversity, you will face it. When the fearful crumble, you will rise. Because you understand that obstacles are not the enemy. They are the training ground. They are the crucible that forges the strong, the relentless, the unstoppable. So the next time life throws a challenge in your path, don't curse it. Don't complain. Don't ask, "Why me?" Instead, ask yourself, "What can I learn? How can this make me stronger?" Because every struggle you face is an opportunity. Every obstacle is a chance to grow, to build character, to prove to yourself and to the world that nothing can stop you. Remember, you are not alone in your struggles. Every great figure in history, every hero, every legend has faced their own demons, their own battles. What made them great was not the absence of obstacles, but their refusal to let those obstacles define them. They rose because they embraced the struggle, and so will you. Obstacles are universal. Struggle is inevitable. But greatness is a choice. It's the choice to face the storm, to endure the pain, to rise stronger with every setback. It's the choice to see challenges not as barriers, but as opportunities. So rise, embrace the struggle, use it. Let it build you, let it shape you, let it transform you. Show the world that obstacles are not your end, they are your beginning. And let the scars you earn along the way be the proof that nothing can break you. This is your story. Write it with your resilience. Write it with your strength. Write it with your triumph. Lesson 11. Keep moving forward. The world will throw everything it has at you. Fear, frustration, failure. It will stack the odds so high against you that you'll be tempted to stop, to surrender, to stay where you are, frozen in place. But let me tell you something. If you stop, you die. Not physically, no, but the part of you that dreams, the part of you that craves more, the part of you that dares to be great, that part will die. So keep moving forward. Crawl if you must, but move. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Each step, no matter how painful, takes you closer to the life you were meant to live. Standing still is not an option. Fear will whisper that you're not strong enough. Frustration will scream that it's not worth it. But fear and frustration are liars. They are tests, meant to see if you have the courage to push through. Show them you do. Life is not a straight path. The road will twist and turn. It will be blocked by obstacles so massive, they seem impossible to overcome. But here's the truth. No obstacle is truly immovable. If you can't go over it, go around it. If you can't go around it, break through it. And if you can't break through it, find another path entirely. Persistence and creativity are your weapons. Use them without hesitation. Do you think the greats achieved their success by walking an easy road? No. They faced walls taller than anything you can imagine. But they didn't stop. They didn't stand there, lamenting their fate, cursing their bad luck. They moved. They adapted. They found a way. And that's what you must do. Your journey will not be perfect. You will stumble. You will fall. You will face moments where the darkness feels endless. But that's when you must move the most. Because every step, no matter how small, pushes you closer to the light. And as long as you're moving, you're winning. As long as you're moving, the darkness cannot consume you. Let me ask you this. What will happen if you stop? What will happen if you let fear or frustration paralyze you? You already know the answer. You will stay exactly where you are, trapped in mediocrity, chained by regret, haunted by the life you could have had if only you had kept moving. Don't let that be your story. Refuse to stop. Refuse to quit. Keep moving forward, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Keep moving forward, not because the path is clear, but because the destination is worth it. Even when progress is slow, even when every step feels like a battle, keep moving. Because every inch forward is an inch closer to your victory. Every step is proof that you are stronger than what stands in your way. You will face challenges. You will face setbacks. But you will also find solutions. You will find strength, and you will find that there is nothing more powerful than a person who refuses to stop. Persistence is the key to success. Creativity is the tool to overcome. Together, they make you unstoppable. So the next time fear grips your heart, the next time frustration makes you want to quit, remember this: the only way out is through. The only way to win is to move. Keep going. Keep fighting. Keep pushing forward. Because every step you take is a step toward greatness, a step toward the life you deserve, a step toward proving that nothing, not fear, not frustration, not failure, can stop you. This is your journey. Own it. Move forward relentlessly, and let the world see what happens when someone refuses to give up. The obstacles will fall, the darkness will fade, and you will rise, unbroken, unyielding, unstoppable. Keep moving forward, always. You made it to the end, and that says everything about who you are. You're not just here to watch, you're here to grow. You're here to rise above the noise, the chaos, and the setbacks. You're here because deep down, you know you're destined for more. And that's what GrimFace Motivation is all about. Arming you with the mindset to face the darkness and come out stronger. To our loyal warriors, thank you for standing with us. Your strength, your resilience, and your drive inspire us to keep pushing forward, to create content that sharpens your edge and keeps your fire burning. We see you, we're proud of you, and we're here for you every step of the way. To our new viewers, if today's message struck a chord, don't let this be the last time you hear it. Join our family of warriors by hitting that subscribe button. Become part of a movement that thrives on overcoming adversity and defying the odds. This isn't just a channel, it's a call to action. Your action. And don't forget, success isn't just mental, it's financial too. Check out our partner channel, GrimFace Finance, where we arm you with the tools to break free from the system and take control of your future. Together, we fight the battles of the mind, the heart, and the bank account. So as you leave here today, remember this: you're still standing. You've been given another day to fight, to rise, to conquer. Use it wisely. Stay strong, stay relentless, and most importantly, keep moving forward. This is GrimFace Motivation. We'll see you in the next battle. Until then, warriors, stay unbreakable.